Hello, welcome to the Everyday Players podcast, game week 37, with your host, Matthew Chan, and our brother, Ryan Chan.
Hello, everyone. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. More importantly, it's a bit of a weird time at the moment because at time of recording, we've had game week 36, we've had the quarterfinals done, we've had Tuesday's games of game week 37, so it's just down to this. And I see, obviously, you got Spurs and Villa in the background there.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the game on, but, as we'll discuss later on, I am out the cup anyway, so I'm not really that interested anymore, to be honest. I did tweet off our account that once you're at the head-to-head, it just sort of like, it loses a sort of, I've just got no, and I'm not bothered about it. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but I'm just sort of like, I'm just sort of seeing the season out a bit like Borough.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Are you just on the beach now, like, lost your
yeah.
interest in football for a bit?
I'm trying to get like as high rank as I can, but I'm not that bothered really. It'd be like nice to get in the top 200k, maybe if I can push 150, but I'm not that bothered really.
Yeah, because I wondered, because I was thinking when we recorded this late, I was thinking, oh, you'll be saying to me, oh no, I don't want to do it now. I want to watch the matches and this, that, and the other.
I suppose I still have to do it, don't I? But like, even I hadn't really like looked at like the fixtures and that. Like, I don't know, one of the lads at work was saying, oh, who should I get in this week, this and that, and I was just like, you know what, I don't even know. I've not really looked at it, so I've not really had much thought of it, but I've done a little bit of research now anyway, and I've sort of like clued myself up a little bit before coming on here.
Oh, that's good. You just reminded me, actually, Matt Years, because you took over their caretaker manager.
Yeah.
You're saving a bit of a sinking ship.
Yeah.
How's it going with that?
Well, we're 16th now in the league, so that is third bottom.
Wow.
So I think when I went in there, I think we were about 1 and 18. I think we were 17, and now we're 12 and 24. So I think we're about 11 to 8-ish, maybe 7. So I mean, we have done pretty well. I suppose we were trying not to finish bottom, and now we're trying to finish. We're trying to finish maybe fourth bottom, but hopefully just bottom 3. I mean, it's a respectable score now, at least. Yeah,
that's what I was going to say. I tell you what, it's respectable because he was like the laughing stock of the league, wasn't he?
He was, yeah, and that's why his name was like the Wickham Boys. But I think now, we sorted him out a bit, and we had a good win last week against top of the league. So yeah, we're doing quite well recently. Yeah,
you sound like the Billy Swans a little bit. The Whitman Boys started to turn it around a bit.
Well, to be fair, I think we could have actually won a few more, but because obviously because it's my team, sometimes we're at work, and obviously because we're that busy, we'll forget about it, or he'll forget about it, and then we'll be like, oh shit, like obviously I've been focusing on my own team, so it's sort of like we have forgot maybe 1 or 2 games, I think, where we could have done more.
So penalty.
Oh, Reguilon, I've got him in my team. He scored an own goal.
He's got an own goal.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, he's in my own team. I'm not even that bothered anymore, really. It's not ideal, like, but yeah, let's have a look. Apparently, it was a bit of a nightmare.
Mine's behind on yours. I'm watching on my phone.
Got a finish as well. I don't know.
I
don't know if you can see it, but it's just scuffed it.
It's right. Top corner, that, isn't it?
Yeah, he's trying to clear it with his right foot, and he's just like, just doesn't start it. Nightmare.
Have you ever scored an own goal in your life?
I think I've scored 2, actually.
2? Yeah. Blimey.
Yeah, I think one was against Martin when I was playing centre half, and I sort of crossed.
Centre half?
Yeah,
I was playing centre half.
I played there for maybe half a season before I got shut up top. This was just when I was like sweeper, wasn't I? Yeah, one was against Martin, then one of them was like, I remember Danny cleared it, and I was like, just on the line, basically, and I had nowhere to go. I tried to jump up, it just hit me. So, yeah. Not as good as that one.
Nah. Hey, I've scored one on goal before, actually. It wasn't a nice feeling. Last game at university, intramural, I was watching, do you know Angus, who I live with?
Yeah.
He played for the other team, tall lad. I thought, I'll take him. So all I was doing was watching him. I was just watching him, like getting my arms out the way and all this.
Yeah.
And a throw came in. The guy just like flicked it back like that. And I was just watching him. And then I turned around, bang, hit off my head, top corner, past Cookie and goal.
I bet that was the first header you've ever scored as well.
Probably. Yeah, definitely. Well, anyway, got to cover a little bit on last week and then try and mix it in with this week. I mean, first of all, I mean, the big news was, well, the big talking point was the strikers last week because he had some good fixtures. Bamford, who did he play? Bamford, Antonio, and Calvert-Lewin. Yeah. Calvert-Lewin against Sheffield United. I mean, it's a bit old news now, but obviously Bamford, there was a lot of worry about him, you know, not getting subs, getting hooked off, not getting minutes. And then bang, last night, gets 12 points after quite a lot of people transferred him out. Yeah. I know Jordan Swales, he subbed him out for Antonio to gamble for it, and he's kind of regretting it now. Flair Muir play, he's put him on the bench.
Yeah.
So hopefully no one comes off the bench for him.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just presume that. Obviously, Rodrigo came on, he scored 2. I know people might have thought that he'd be replacing Bamford, but yeah, I think a lot of people be unlucky to have benched Bamford.
Yeah, and I mean, it seemed like all of them just didn't do very well anyway in the end. What Antonio didn't do much. Fingers crossed. Kisek Alec. Antonio does nothing again tonight.
Yeah.
And then Calvert-Lewin. Everyone's targeting fixtures Sheffield United, but Everton at home. I don't know how many losses they've got, but they're so poor at home.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, they're playing now aren't they 0-0 so far, but yeah, it's just like a lot of teams this season have been a lot better away from home, haven't they? But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I brought Calvert-Lewin in myself, and I thought, you know, he'd do something, but again, especially against Sheffield United, then to get 2 points, a bit disappointing. Yeah.
Yeah, and you touched on that anyway with the away teams. Do you think like 2 last games have all got a home advantage? Do you think it'll make that much of a difference?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, obviously with the fans being out for so long now, it just feels a lot different, and obviously there's a bit more intensity in the game. I don't know if you watched a Chelsea-Leicester game, but you know, there's a bit.
Oh yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah, and a bit of chewing that at the end as well, and obviously that's loud up from the crowd as well. So, and then even Brighton coming back, so you know, home win for them, home win for Chelsea. I mean, I can't remember the other games on top of my head. Well, Man U drew, and I suppose Leeds beat Southampton, but yeah, it makes a big difference. Yeah, so we'll just see.
Good just to have the fans back, isn't it? That's the main thing.
Yeah, it's
next season.
Just watching as well, isn't it? With fans, it makes it mad.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And I mean, last week was a bit of a hard week, to be honest. I think it was like a week of a differential. One of them, obviously, Cancelo, Ferran Torres.
Yeah.
Who would have thought hat-trick? Tyrick Mitchell. Yeah. There's another one. A goal and an assist. 13 points. Jack Harrison as well. He's had a very low-key... He's on over 150 points for the season.
Yeah.
And I think his ownership must be under 5%, like all season, really.
I know. He's definitely gone under the radar, hasn't he? I mean, when you're looking at attacking options with Leeds, you just think Bamford, Rafinha. Obviously, Dallas is, you know, he's got attacking potential as well. But I think, yeah, he's just gone under the radar. I think he's got like, is it 8 goals or something like that? 8 goals and 8 assists, I think it could be. And that's, I think it's really high up for the amount of, for like, you know, Englishmen in the league. I think he's like very, very high.
Yeah. And he must be, 6th or 7th, like, highest midfielder now on points. Like, if you exclude like yesterday's games, this is what I'm going off.
Yeah.
So it's quite exactly. So he's done very well. And I mean, myself, I've always just thought I'm going for Rafinha.
Yeah.
But do you think there's a case for Harrison? Sometimes he just gets big hauls, doesn't he? Like double-digit hauls, and sometimes he'll just get one or two.
I'm just having a look at his. To be honest, he does get like a lot of 1s and 2s, but then he's got a 16, a 13, a 9, a 12. So, yeah, so he's got 8 goals and 9 assists. And I don't know, I think I'd like someone a little bit more consistent in a way. But Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely got someone who's gone on the radar.
No, yeah, that's fair enough. So, have you got any plans for Game Week 38, or what you thinking on that?
Good question. I haven't really. I'm just looking at the fixtures now. I haven't really looked, to be honest. No.
No,
I was
that's
thinking about maybe possibly getting rid of Martinez, but I mean, just a keeper, and I don't know whether it's like worth it just for the last game. I'll probably just leave him in. Chelsea at home, they've got, or maybe get rid of Calvert-Lewin and replace him from, yeah, maybe Bamford. I might put
what about
Bamford
what
for
about Chris Wood?
Chris Wood.
Sheffield United, last game of the
You know
season.
what? I actually might go for him and just to be a little
Just
bit different. Yeah,
let's go for it. Yeah,
why not? I might get them both. I might, change Watkins and Calvert-Lewin for Bamford and Chris Wood and just play three up top.
yeah, go for it. Definitely.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of midfield differentials. I've seen like Willock was quite, because he's got some good fixtures. Obviously, the play was a Sheffield United and Fulham,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
They playing now. Even Saint Maximan, people like that. Ferran Torres, he's like crossed mine, but with City rotation, it's just gonna change. And it's the same with Greenwood as well. I mean, I did get him in the end, but it's just the hassle. Do I need to? Should I get him in? Can I be bothered with a headache?
yeah,
Same as next week. Even I think Chelsea play Villa, and Kai Havertz is like even one that I've thought about, but
yeah.
don't know if I'm particularly happy about it.
Yeah, you just never know rotation. I'm just going back to your Ferran Torres one there. Aiden, the other lad I work with, he like came up to me for some advice. He's like, "Oh, who should I get?" And he went, "Oh, I'm gonna get Foden." I was like, "No, don't get Foden. Get Ferran Torres." And I made him change it. And then obviously Cancelo's got sent off, and then yeah, Torres came off about, I don't know, whatever, 20 minutes in or whatever it was, and then
Yeah,
Foden went on to get, was it 10? Something like goals
yeah.
bonus, and I was just like, yeah, sorry about that, mate.
No, that's great. Well, come on then. We'll get straight into the teams a little bit, but first, I think we've got to go through the results, don't we?
Yeah,
Oh, that's not the. We'll go through the Helmets League first, shall we?
yeah,
So then we got yours. So there it is. There's our quarterfinals there. Luke Fleming beats Liam Taylor in a repeat of the 2017 final. First time Liam's not in a final.
yeah,
I mean, all our guests have been coming on saying they don't want him there. So
yeah,
changing the guard this year, maybe.
yeah,
Obviously, Toby and Curtis Kirby, two high scoring players. Toby comes out on top on that one. Myself beat Rowan Coyle. It looks convincing, to be fair, in the end. But I mean, I was down all weekend up until that Liverpool game
yeah,
because our triple captain Salah, he ends up getting 30 points. It looks comfortable in the end, but it was anything but because I really needed something to happen.
yeah,
And these are first a draw. Ryan Chan, Kieran Devlin, 51 all. Kieran Devlin goes through on fewest goals conceded.
yeah.
Talk me through that. Talk
Shaq.
me through your emotions when you were thinking, "Oh, I've drew." Was it panic? Were you thinking I've won, or
To
do
be
you
honest,
think it's a coin toss?
yeah, to be honest, I'd been out drinking. I was at the Kings, and I must have had about 6 pints or something. So I'd sort of like, I wasn't in the greatest it wasn't in the greatest states to do like calculations and all that. And then, like, I was trying to figure it out in my head, and I was like, I think I've drew it. And I was asking the lads in the chat, I was like, 51, 51. I was thinking 51, 51. And then, like, all the lads were putting the rules and stuff like that and goals scored. And I think we had 2 goals each. So I had Salah and Kane, and he had Cancelo and Kane. And then in the end, yeah. So as you can see, my team there. So it came down to goals conceded. And at first, I was thinking, I hope it's a defence because then we drew again, I think. But then I think some of the lads were like, oh no, it'll be the full squad. So obviously he had triple lead, so there's like 3 clean sheets, and I've got obviously Ollie Watkins up top conceded 3 goals there, and that sort of killed me really. I think his 3 Leeds plays just got him over the line. It just meant 3 clean sheets straight away, and then obviously even Liverpool conceding 1, so there was an extra 2 between Trent and Salah. So yeah, disappointing to be fair, but so it was 12-9. I conceded 12, Kieran conceded 9, but it was sort of one of them draws. What I thought, like, I didn't really deserve to
to
win.
win.
Yeah, it was sort of like I got a draw out of nothing. I mean, that last minute corner got me extra 4 points with the Trent assist, and obviously the 3 in that, and then the 1 bonus. So I mean, I was behind like literally the full few days. I think it was. He was like 28-0 up by the time I even had I think it was Lingard, my first player. So I was always behind. I mean, he had the triple leads who played quite early on. So I was always playing catch up, and I did need a little bit more from Salah. But yeah, and then obviously, Jota, him getting injured, and then even Ollie Burke getting injured. I think he got injured like during the week, and then Jota was like obviously during the week, but they didn't announce it till a day, so could have done with that. Well, obviously, could have done with that extra point. It's just, it's killed me in the end.
It's a bit of everyone, isn't it? Like, in the end, you just need one person just to come on for a minute. Even like Diaz, is in
Yeah,
Man City.
yeah,
Jota, we didn't know about that injury until on the day, really, wasn't it?
yeah. It was literally on the day. Like I was at the Kings, and I was just seeing like he wasn't in the squad. I was thinking, what's going on here? And I was thinking, oh, God, I think I'm going to be a man down here. But I didn't realize it would actually prove costly as what it was. Yeah, so a bit disappointing.
Yeah, so obviously, looking at your team a little bit there, Martinez 2, Regulion, Trent for 6, Cody 1, Salah 20 as captain, Lingard 2, Son 3, Watkins 5, Kane 8, Calvert-Lewin 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, one thing about Kieran anyway, we kind of wrote him off because we thought, he's down in a yellow submarine, like he won't be able to change his team and that, but he must be finding air from somewhere to
Yeah.
4G from somewhere to change his team.
I know, he's doing something, or he's emailing his girlfriend or something. No, he's my passwords, right? He's called, I want you to transfer him in. He's called Harry Kane or something like that.
Yeah, is that what the talk is?
Well, I think that's how he does communicate with his girlfriend. I know he does. He does do it like via emails, but I even knew before that he does say a few things now and then, and I'm guessing he must have sorted his team out before before the end of the game week before that. So yeah, he's sort of yeah. I mean, yeah, never mind.
So, what do you think anyway of that season? Do you think being a good season in the end, or
Decent enough, I think. I mean, points wise, yeah, been pretty happy. But quarterfinals, yeah, I did want to at least get to the quarters. Like, the start of the season, I thought I need to at least make the top 8 and prove that I'm a playoff contender and I can be up there with the big boys. But I think ultimately it's sort of having to use that triple captain the week before and then not getting in and sort of my transfers, my fixtures not being in my advantage. It's sort of it's went against me there. But so yeah.
were you happy though when you got Kieran? Did you think, that's like
Yeah, I
one
think
of them all?
yeah, I think out of anyone, I wanted Kieran. Like, I knew we had a bench boost. Well, it was Kieran or Coley. I sort of because initially I thought I was playing Coley. I looked at his team. I thought, oh yeah, he's got like 5 blanks there, and he's gonna have to take a bit of a hit. I knew he had a bench boost, but even still, I thought he might only be able to field like 13 with a hit.
He did.
So
yeah,
I did sort of want Coley, but then Kieran was probably the next best thing. But yeah, fair play to him. Yeah, he's beat me. I think he might beat me 3 times now.
has he?
Yeah, possibly. I think it's triple. He's had triple leads in all year, and I think they've just smashed it for him. Like every time he's played me.
Yeah. And we'll just going through that there anyway. There's the semis for the helmet. At the moment, obviously, we're live score. That's just beforehand. And the live scores at the moment, well, overnight it was 22-11 to myself, obviously, with today's fixtures. And Kieran's actually winning against Toby Millward. Could he cause a shock? 26-19 at the moment. So
I mean, I spoke to Toby yesterday, and I think he got slightly stung by the couple of Leeds players getting dropped, Melier and Stroy.
Yeah.
I know Stroy came on, but so I think Toby played his bench boost, and I think he was like 3 men down. But I mean, I was texting yesterday, and he was saying a lot of things were working out well for him. You know, the fact Leicester conceded, then Chelsea conceded as well. You know, Man U conceding quite late towards the end. Cancelo getting a red card, getting minus.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, with Man City, then with Kieran's Diaz as well. So it has worked out quite well for him. And I suppose Toby's got Salah as captain, and Kieran doesn't have him at all. So that could be the deciding matter. That.
Yeah, I mean, with mine, I'm what's happened? I've had a bench boost left, and he's not had anything. Flem, and we had a similar team. We had about 9 players the same. And I literally thought, right, as long as I can get 15 out against his 11, I could beat him here.
Yeah.
And it's not helped Melier being dropped, because there's an easy 6 points there.
Yeah.
And that could be costly. The flip side, obviously, Flem I think he thought that he had to risk it a bit more. So he didn't play Bamford, which has been handy because obviously he has 12 points there. But I've got a bank on like
Bale.
Saying that Bale, yeah. I mean, I've got Bale, but surely he comes on.
You'd probably thought so. I mean, the fact that, especially, he hasn't played in front of the Tottenham crowd, I don't think, has he? Obviously, this season.
No.
Surely they'll bring him on just to because I don't know if he's going to stay there next season, but it's like a little farewell, isn't it? I suppose they've got to give him a run out.
Tell you what, I hope so. I forgot about that, actually.
Yeah.
With Bale, I just need him to come on.
Yeah, I think he will by what I've just said then. I think surely they'll bring him on.
It's going to be tight, though. I'm not liking it that much.
Yeah.
But, right. Down to the Stanhope Cup then, we go. Jordan Swills v Ben Thacker. I mean, to be fair, Ben, he put up a good fight. He took a -16. They had the same team. Jordan had a 3-8. And Ben was in trouble. He had 6 players missing because of Man U, Chelsea, and Leicester players. Watkins has scored.
Yeah, I've got him on my bench.
Oh, I need to check if anyone else has got him now. I hope not.
Oh God, as if.
Go on,
carry on. Sorry.
Oh no one's got him. It's all right. But yeah, Ben Thacker, he done well actually. -16. There was only 3 points in it at one point.
Yeah.
I think the score's been flattered because Jota didn't play. So third sub, Tyrek Mitchell came on for Swalesy in the end, and it's looked quite convincing. 16.
Yeah.
Steely has outstayed Harry Aikenhead's Battle of London Bridge there. I think it was Salah's captain. Harry doesn't have him. He plays his differential game a bit. He had Mane. And obviously Steely's just got over the line with that. Myself, 1 point game against Liam Taylor. And I won't lie, I played for a tight game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because he forgot his transfers. I knew he probably wouldn't do a bench boost because he couldn't get enough people. He'd have to take -12 or something.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, he's going to triple captain here. Studied who he was captaining, thought, right, he'll go for Salah. Because I was going to have it on Bale, to be honest. Yeah. Nearly all week I had it on triple captain Bale, but I thought, no, I just need to match him. Triple captain Salah. And it literally came down to a Bale 1 bonus point, and then that was it.
Yeah. It was that assist. It's like a fantasy football assist. Obviously, they don't class it in real life, but fantasy football assist, that shot. I know Liam wasn't too happy with that, but I suppose that's...
I bet.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what kind of happened? Dyer was in for 1 bonus point, for 85 minutes of the game, and somehow Bale snuck in there.
Mm.
And that's been the winning thing, because I don't really know, who scored the most goals and who conceded the most, but could have been in trouble, but a huge shock.
Yeah,
because he's been league leader for so long.
Could have been a virtual coin toss, couldn't it?
Yeah, and I think I wasn't happy when I had to play him, but then I said, if there's any time to play the big man, it was this week when he was in a bit of trouble.
Yeah,
and I thought I didn't really want him to run away with it, so I thought, if anyone's going to stop him, I trust myself.
Yeah. Back yourself, yeah.
But yeah, and then last but not least, I mean, Ryan Ainsley's had a good rookie season, but it's kind of been outclassed, shall we say, in this last game against Danny Cannon, beat him quite convincingly, 60-34. And Danny Cannon's in a very good position now because he's playing Jordan Swales. He's leading.
Yeah.
And Jordan needs quite a bit to happen as well. And Cannon's kind of saved his chip. So imagine that he's came 8th in the league, and he might even sneak in there.
As if he saved his chip. I mean, that was it's a brave move, isn't it? I mean, we always go, you've got to get there first, but I think he knew Jordan didn't have a chips, and so, he's took the risk, and I suppose, if he does get the final, he's got a decent chance.
I think what happened, because he was saying it in the chat, and Jordan just thought he was just bluffing a bit, but his bench was like Forster, Mitchell, Ollie Burke, who's injured, and Konzo, who's playing now, but they've conceded. So not the strongest bench, really.
Yeah.
So I think he'd have to get it sorted for next week if he gets through.
All right, so it's a bench. Yeah. You thought so anyway, but yeah, it's probably the right idea, to be honest.
Yeah, so he might get there anyway, but he's my team anyway, 68. So Martinez, Coleman, Soufal, all for 2. Dallas and Trent, 6. Obviously, Trent getting that last-minute assist against West Brom with Alisson scoring.
Oh, no.
I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference anyway because Liam had him, so it was just a kind of nice to get the points.
Yeah.
Gareth Bale there was 7 with his 1 extra bonus point. Lingard with 2. Salah, triple captain with 30. Woods with 2. Bamford with 1. Kane with 8. And I kind of think, like, a little bit, like, if you didn't have Salah or Kane as captain, you had quite a poor week.
Yeah.
Because it was quite a low-scoring one, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go on. No, I was just going to say, well, my score looks quite high, and I kind of thought I was going to regret not playing the double Leeds defence, Melian, Dallas, and then even Ward-Prowse got an assist as well. But, I mean, we got there in the end. We scraped through. That was the main thing.
Yeah. I mean, one point, it's fact, like, a lot of people are waiting, triple captain Salah, and you're waiting for the very, very, I think it was the very last game, wasn't it? Oh, sorry, second last it was anyway, before the Everton. So a lot of people probably, especially a lot of poor scores before then, and then obviously, yeah, you've got 36 there. So I think a lot of people were waiting around, so it sort of did seem a lot lower. And then everyone's everyone's score seemed a lot higher than what everyone thought it was going to be.
It had been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that because it was just kind of late in the day, really. Like Spurs and Liverpool, like some of the last games, really.
What a header by Alisson, by the way. I think.
Yeah.
You know what it was? I think I was that bothered about my fantasy footy. I didn't even bat an eyelid that he scored a header. I think I was pissed, and then I was just sort of I seen Trent. I was like, oh, it's a Trent assist that, and I was looking at my phone straight away, sort of hey, let's look at that Trent assist. And I think it was only a couple hours later till I figured out I drew and probably lost. I thought, I remember putting in a lads chat what a header that was, by the way. I think I didn't appreciate it. And then the day after, you watch it in Sky Sports News after, it was confirmed I'd lost. I thought, what a header that was. But my head was just wrapped into sort of calculating whether I'd won or what.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because sometimes you get these keepers where they don't celebrate. It's all like the keepers union, but he celebrated a little bit. But I think it's when you score from a goal, a long punt, isn't it? Because that's embarrassing them. But that's top class Harry Kane type header.
Yeah, quality header, wasn't it? I mean, then his interview after was quite good, wasn't it? Obviously with his, he said that his dad passed away in the earlier this year, and that was good to see in his interview as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I missed it, to be honest, because I had it on my phone. I was out at the time. I was watching it, and then I was literally oh, I'll just turn it off now. I'll order my Indian instead. Order my takeaway, and then end up missing it. And then everyone's going, oh my God, what's just happened there? Yeah. Liverpool and Chamiaz and all this. And Alisson scored. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, madness. Absolute madness.
Hey. But, there's the one. So the fixtures anyway for this week. Here we are. So it's myself against Stephen Lee, John Swales against Danny Cannon. We are halfway through that. At the minute, I'm drawing with Steve Lee. Right. I was 1 point ahead overnight, but I'm 26 all at the moment.
What derby is that?
The Hong Kong derby it is. Nam Chung derby.
I think Steve liked that one, didn't he?
Yeah. No, he did. I think he did. It's anyone's game really at the moment. I think he's got Antonio, and it's going to be Antonio against Chris Wood. The Battle of the Titans.
Yeah.
Obviously, I could do with Bale coming on at least because I'm like a player down at the moment.
Yeah,
it's not been great for my bench boost.
No, I was going to say it looks quite poor so far.
Who's that? Villa.
Yeah, another chance. El
Ghazi.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we're coming towards the end now. Obviously, we'll get the trophy and stuff ready. One more podcast, I think, after this, just to finish it all off.
Yeah.
Don't know what my plans are for this Sunday, actually. Do I want to just watch it and concentrate on it properly, Sky Sports News, or do I want to go to the pub, watch it with friends? But tell you one thing, I'm not really bothered about watching a match, if you get me.
Yeah.
I kind of just want the scores on Saturday.
A bit like me last season when you came round here last year when I got beat in the final and that. I mean, it was quite exciting, wasn't it? So I think it could be a similar thing. So, we'll see whether you get to at least one of the finals, if not two. I mean, you're potentially on for the double.
On for the double.
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't think about that. I think that's hard. That's like thinking Man City are going to do the quadruple. Yeah. I think get the final of one at least. Yeah. Because obviously in the helmets, you're splitting the money. So I thought, can I win Flem without using like a bench boost? But then I thought, well, even if I come second, there's the £100 really. I can't really.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Turn that down and see on the day. Yeah. Like you're saying, hopefully a bit of excitement. You were saying, well, last year when you were losing to stay, and then it came down to what De Bruyne scored. Yeah. Literally, Mahrez got the assist from a blocked shot.
Yeah, that was a good final, wasn't it? We put up a good watch for everyone, considering it was like the first season in the Stanhope. And then he won by 1 point in the end, and it was back and forth. I mean, if we'd done a live stream on that, it'd have been class.
Yeah, I think it would have been, definitely.
If I offered you now just one final, so you got through one game, would you take it now?
I think so, yeah. The reason being, I don't know, when I was looking at the fixtures, I was quite confident against Flem because we had similar players and I had a bench boost up my sleeve. Yeah. But with Steve Lee, for some reason, I just kind of had it in my head that I'm going to lose. And it's quite tight at the moment. And obviously, Kane's not done anything yet.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that I need. So I've got it in my head that I might lose a Stanhope. And a little bit, because I organise it all. I quite like just organising it and giving the trophy away and giving the money out and things like that. All the admin side.
Yeah. I suppose it's not the same when the chairman wins the league, is it? It's just like, no. I don't know, it just doesn't seem right.
Yeah. Because I love it. I'll get the trophy, it'll be mine. I'll put my name, like obviously name engraved and everything like that. Quite share it out a bit.
Yeah.
We'll see anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look, unless there's anything else that you want to cover, is there anything else that you want to cover before we wrap it up?
No, I don't really want to cover anything at the minute. Obviously, the next games, when is it? Starts on Sunday, yeah, so quite a quick turnaround anyway, and then so I'll have to have a think about my team and go from there and just sort of decide. I haven't properly looked, so.
Yeah, well, actually, before you go, are you happy that it's all over after Sunday, or will you miss it?
I think I'll miss it. I think earlier on, if you asked me this earlier on in the season, I'd have been like, yeah, I like to take a good break, but now I'm like emotionally a bit more stable with it. I think I'm all right for it to carry on. But then again, the Euro fantasy. That's another thing. I'm gonna.
No, I think I'm just going to play that for fun. I'm not going to
No,
do any leagues
I
or money or anything like that. I'm just going to literally just make a team, just relax, I think.
Yeah, I'll be making one, and I think the lads will probably do it. Well, I think Liam's already made a league anyway, to be honest. So we'll probably do 10 or something like that. So
Oh, I might join it.
yeah, I'll invite you anyway.
No, well, I'll see. I might just take a break
Yeah,
because I feel like it's all blended into one this season and the last 9 games of last year.
yeah,
It was kind of like no break, and it was
there's
just
no break after.
bang.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't know what I'll do after this Sunday.
be bored, won't you?
Yeah, a few more weeks and then the Euros will be on, so I might just enjoy the football.
Yeah,
No fantasy, no betting.
right.
Bang. Right. Okay. Well, that's a wrap for game week 37. Then the next podcast we'll do, we'll have the winners on.
Yeah, sounds
We'll
good.
see how it goes.
All the way.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks a lot anyway.
Right. Cheers, then.
That's nearly going to wrap up the end of season 1 of the of the podcast.
Yeah. Cheers.
Right.
Bye.
Well, thanks a lot anyway. See you later.